Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 16th Adhyaya of Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. The distinction between the divine and the demonical. So what are these differences? And to start with, in this 16th Adhyaya, Sri Krishna has given us the complete list of those 26 attributes. Having possessed those attributes, Sri Krishna says that a spiritual aspirant is fit to be, tread the path of divinity. The one who is born with these attributes can become ultimately a divine person. These are 26 prerequisites, for, as if Sri Krishna is telling. These are the basic requirements to become a divinely oriented person. If we don't have some of these, if we don't have the, or rather, if we have the opposites of these, which are supposed to be there, taking us onto the divine path, then we are not getting onto the path of divinity at all. So Sri Krishna in the third shloka that we read, he completed that list, emphasizing on the qualities of Teja Kshama Dhrutihi Shaucham Adroho Na Atimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Cābhijātasya Bharata. O Bharata, these states, these belong to one who is born for the divine state, who is born to attain that divinity. These are the qualities, these are the attributes. This is what is required for the one who is born to attain that divine stature. And to sum up that list of 26, he just listed the splendor, the brilliance of that person, then the tendency of forgiving. Let anybody do anything bad to me, let anybody say anything bad to me, let anyone have any bad feelings for me, even for that, I forgive them. They know not. Poor children, they are in, they're squirming under that darkness of ignorance. They know not what is the light. So I forgive them. It is not their fault. They don't know what is light. So they are in the darkness and they have got all these ill feelings for me. They have got the tendency of inflicting injury to me. I forgive them. That kshama, dhrutihi, the firmness, the fortitude, the bravery, the strength, the mental strength. It is not that that person in that bravery will do anything foolish. No, he's internally brave. Internally brave to face any circumstances that the person is put into. whether good, bad, ugly, most, aspiring. People aspire so many great things. So even if the person who has reached that stage of dhrutihi, that firmness, that fortitude, she can tackle any situation in life, whether it is in favor or whether it is totally against. That firmness of the internal, that firmness of strength, that I can do it, I can face it, that kind of dhruti. Then shaucham, the purity. Sri Krishna always talks about purity. An impure mind, and an impure mind with even the minutest of evil or wretched thought or word or deed attached to that person, even the minutest, that won't take any way further. So it has to be shaucham, absolute purity. Purity in terms of thought, word and deed. Then adroha, no ill feelings for anyone. It is total absence of hatred. It is total absence for jealousy. It is total absence for anger for anybody. Adroha. And na atimanita. No raising of the ego at all. No me, I'm so and so. How can people talk such things about me? How you can do this to me? Do you know who I am? That kind of na atimanita. Again connected to that humbleness and humility and that modesty. Absolutely humble. Don't raise that ego at all. And Sri Krishna says, these are all the things. These are all the things. They belong to one. They're sampada. Bhavanti sampadam daivim cābhijātasya bharata. These belong to, these are the inherent kind of the properties. The sampada. Sampada is that good fortune which is inherited kind of. These are inherited by the ones who are going to follow the path of divinity. And the moment a person is to follow the path of divinity, all these attributes, they automatically rush towards that person. They automatically grab that person with his neck, with her hair, and see to it that person never does anything wrong, never does anything ill. And these 26 are such a strong positive attributes that Sri Krishna has mentioned. So this is what he had told us in the third shloka. Now today let us see what are the demonic traits, what are the attributes which take the person otherwise, which takes the person on the demonical path. Now these are exactly the opposite of the divine traits. These are dambho darpo'bhimānaśca, krodhaḥ pāruṣyameva, ajñānaṃ cābhijātasya, Partha sampadamāsurīm. Partha, oh Partha, be careful. Oh Partha, these are the holdings. These are the sampadamāsurīm. These are the treasures, for that matter, of the demonical ones. Now, which are these? Dambha, ostentation, hypocrisy. Then darpaḥ. Darpaḥ is arrogance. Arrogance, again, it is born out of egotism. The person may not deserve to be that arrogant. He may not have any stuff inside. But I'm so and so. And then the person starts becoming extremely arrogant. So that darpaḥ, and then abhimānaḥ, self-conceit, self-imploding. Me, I am so and so. Again, the egotistic sense. It is again connected to this darpaḥ, the arrogance. Arrogance born out of the abhimānaḥ, that self-importance, and krodhaḥ, the wrath, the anger. Pāruṣyam, pāruṣyam is harshness. No compassion, no empathy, no sympathy, nothing for anybody, but nothing but harshness towards others. So these are some of, and then the list doesn't end here. After dambha, after darpa, abhimāna, krodha, pāruṣyam, then comes ajñānaṃ, ignorance. Poor fellows, they don't know what is the light, so they are always in the darkness. Even if sun is shining, they will close their eyes and say, sun is not there, I am in darkness, I am in darkness. Yes, they are bound to be in darkness, then they deserve to be in darkness. Ajñānaṃ ca cābhijātasya partha sampadamāsurīm. Now, like those divine traits, abhijātasya daivim, Sri Krishna had told, oh Bharata, here now Sri Krishna is telling Partha, he is telling Arjuna that abhijātasya sampadamāsurīm. These are the states. These states, they belong to the one who is born for demonic state. Now, this is what happens when we are not going towards divinity and we start inculcating the attributes, the traits, the qualities which are heading towards the demonical. That's what we become then. If we pick up on this path, if we pick up dambha, if we pick up ostentatiousness, if we pick up hypocrisy, if we pick up the darpa, that is arrogance, born out of abhimānaḥ, we don't start treating anybody with the sympathetic look at all, with empathy at all. That arrogance just gets into our head. Darpaḥ, abhimānaḥ, krodhaḥ. Nobody can stop us then from getting angry. We become angry at the fall of a pin. Anything, any minute happening, and we just blow out our temper. Our temper is so fickle. Our temper, the kind of that mental state that we are so chapalam. And Sri Krishna wanted us to become achapalam. That absence of fickleness. But our minds are so fickle that instantly we get angry. Instantly we lose our temper, that krodha. And then pāruṣyam. Pāruṣyam again is related to the loss of temper, harshness. Unless we lose temper, unless we gain krodha, the moment we get krodha, that harshness also sets in. Then we don't see which words we are using talking to others in that moment of anger, in that moment of losing our temper. Then we can use all kind of abusive words. We become the harshest persons in this entire creation then. The moment that krodha sets in. So these again, they are kind of intertwined traits of the demonical types. And ajñānaṃ, that is the biggest. The ignorance, the darkness. Now Sri Krishna bewares Arjuna, that Arjuna, these are the traits. All these things, the ostentation, hypocrisy, the arrogance, the self-conceit, the self-pride for that matter, the abhimāna, the anger, and the harshness. And coupled with all these things, coupled with the ignorance, they all belong to the one. They all belong to that being who is born to follow the demonic path. Oh, Partha, be careful. So this is now listing of the bad behavior, the absolutely unacceptable behavior for the divine realm. absolutely unacceptable traits for attaining the divinity, for attaining the becoming one with the Purushottama. So this is what Sri Krishna has told in this fourth shloka, telling about the ills, telling about the traits which are not wanted by the devotees, which are not suited to become a person, a devotee. Now, what Sri Ramakrishna has got a beautiful example on this, on these kind of, the different traits of the divine-oriented and the demonical-oriented people. Rice cakes have their exterior coating made of rice flour. The rice cakes, they are coated with rice flour, but their inner contents are of different edibles. Similarly, in external appearance, all are human beings. Now, when we make, say, for example, the pakodas, just to give an example of fritters, the internal material is something different. External material is maybe rice flour or gram flour or some other flour. So what happens is, when we look at the thing as it is, externally we may feel, oh, that is the nature of this snack. It is made of. But when we start eating it, then we find a difference. The external is a bit different from what real stuff is there inside. Inside it might be onion, inside it might be potato, inside it might be anything else. But the external is always something different while frying. Maybe a rice flour or a gram flour. Similarly, Sri Ramakrishna says, in external appearance, all are human beings. Everybody that they takes birth as a Homo sapiens, externally all are human beings. We can't, they all have 2 eyes, nose, mouth, 2 ears, hands, and again 5 fingers on each hand, 5 fingers on each foot. Maybe some may have 6 also. But normally speaking, this is how all human beings externally have the similar features. But their mental makeup, in their mental makeup, they vary from divine to devilish. Each one of us, externally we have all the same features for that matter. But internally, all of us, we are so very different. Some of us highly divine, some of us highly demonical. Now, this is what happens because of the internal stuff. The external coating is rice flour or gram flour for all of us. That is the external coating. But what is internal makeup? And Sri Krishna said that internal makeup of the 26 traits for the divine, they make a person with the divine orientation. And if somebody is with these attributes of dambha, darpo'bhimānaśca, krodhaḥ, pāruṣyameva, then ajñānaṃ, these 6 attributes, are sufficient enough to take one on the demonical path, to take one on the evil path, to take one on the wretched path. So that is how the internal constitution affects or effects a person becoming into a divine being or a demon. So this is with that beautiful example that Sri Ramakrishna has given to add up to what Sri Krishna has told us in these 4 shlokas of the 16th adhyaya, Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.